It all began when I became aware of my surroundings. I noticed that a lot of things around me are man-made. And I realized that all human creation has one been a thought, an idea, that could have been simply found away in the mind of its beholder. It's really something borderline of a mystery. One can only wonder. The transmutation of idea into things remains in the eyes of many of us something magical, an illusion even, and a reserved area only for a few. While it is true that only few understand the secret of transforming ideas into things, it doesn't imply that all of us cannot access that secret as well. I'm going to tell you that you and I, we can actually discover the secret of transforming idea into things. In the times of Thomas A. Edison, a man named Edwin C. Bond created in his mind the idea that he was going to go in business with Edison. In all accounts, it was impossible. Because first, he didn't know Edison personally. And second, he was so poor he couldn't afford the railroad fare to go to New Jersey, where Edison lived and worked. These difficulties would discourage any man to carry out any desire, but his was no ordinary desire. It wasn't the man's appearance that actually got him to go in business with Edison, for that was definitely against him. It wasn't even when he managed to show up in the office of Edison that got him to go in business with Edison, because he was rejected many times. He had no training, no qualification, nothing. But he was so determined to go in business with Edison, not work for him. Many years passed by. In the end, he actually went in business with Edison, become a business partner of Thomas Edison. Edison himself has tried and failed about 1,000 times the configuration inventing the light bulb. And he later said in one of the press interviews that it was actually the 1,000 times to actually invent the light bulb. Henry Ford saw in his mind and instructed the engineer to build an engine with an entire 8 blocks, 8 cylinders in one block. All engineers agreed that it was impossible. He said to do it anyway. They argued against that. He was nothing but persistent. He said if they were to remain employed, they have to devote anything they have, any training, any expertise into that matter. They went to work. Months passed by. There was no success. 6 months later, they were no closer to finding the secret than when they began. After a year, Ford himself went to check with an engineer to find the progress of the task. By then, they have used all conceivable combination with no success. They told him it was just impossible. And Ford told him that he wanted it and he would have it. And they went back to work again. Almost 2 years passed. And as if by a stroke of luck, they discovered actually the secret of putting together the all 8 cylinder into one block of the design of an engine. And let's not forget one thing. Ford didn't have any schooling and was labeled ignorant. History provides us with thousands of those men who have achieved remarkable success. They have attained this level, this height of glory, despite many obstacles, many setbacks, many failures. Because it is not about the knock down, it's about the get up. Somebody said, when love knocks you down, try to fall on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Actually, those individuals, they knew how to get up. If we account, we remember, even Alfie's friend, Alfie told us about last week, a few weeks ago, that one of her friends actually saw in her mind that she was going to live in the area of Beverly Hills. And she duplicated the key, walk in the neighborhood, get familiarization with the neighbor. She saw it, and eventually she got the house. So those individuals, we think of them as being genius, that they possess the third eye, the sixth sense. They are different. Yes, they are different because they understand something we don't. They understand that indeed, idea can become things. They understand that once some principles of success are used, are followed, one can actually grow, one can actually think and grow rich. The purpose, the burning desire, the action, persistence, those are the few of the most important elements of success that even us, when we acquire them, when we get them, we follow them to the letter. Just like any other individual who have accomplished those remarkable success, we too can make the intangible tangible. We too can make idea become things.